Indie RPGs are somewhat infamously known for invoking the names of the classics to make their sales pitch, whether it's a generic beckoning to the age of the, quote, 90s classics, or directly inspired by Chrono Trigger to the point of yoinking multiple plot points from it. There must be something to this strategy, because it does get them more word of mouth than the average RPG Maker game, even if said RPG Maker games might actually be, hey, they might actually be pretty good, okay? So when Sky Ocean's Wings for Hire talks about being an homage, it's pretty obvious what that homage is, and it places a certain set of expectations on it, fair or unfair, because Skies of Arcadia is not just any cult classic, but one that has been stubbornly and defiantly kept in the past by Sega, despite the many other remakes and remasters they have made. And with that time and distance comes a more demanding fanbase. We've seen it with the lead up to the Silent Hill 2 remake, and the Demon's Souls remake, and the Resident Evil 4 remake. Look, I will never forgive them for taking out the statue chase. So there's a massive uphill climb for Sky Oceans to undertake to win people over, and that's why I'm interested in giving it a glance. Does it honor the classics? Does it make a unique name for itself? Or does it suffer for the comparison it draws? Let's find out together. Huh. There's no voice acting. I kind of thought that there would be voice acting for the opening cutscene at least. It's an interesting choice. Now, maybe it will be in the 1.0, but if it's not, I think that's kind of odd. I like the look of the ship. It's kind of like a sky train. And that helicopter has little kicky legs. It's got little kickstand legs. I do not think that they would hold up the weight of that ship, though. I'm so sorry. They were out of eggs. Yeah, I definitely think that I would feel more of an emotional impact here if there was some sort of voice acting. That makes me look at my treasure chest. What time is it? 4:30. Any Spin Doctors fans in the house? Hurry. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Let me see what's in here at least. Thinking of Mom always makes me think of my repair kit basic. So does everybody in the family have to wear these goggles? Like, if she has another kid, will the baby have goggles too? Talk to your mom. Accomplished. What? Yeah, I would think, like, however long it's been since then, I would think that they would know that. Oh no, is she eating bread soup?
It's called bread and water soup.
So it is bread and water after all.
And I flavor it with salt. I'll treat you sometime.
I love going to Graveyard Island. And this feels like Fulbright Island. Yeah, I was already moving. I was moving in the previous room. What are you guys getting up to? Hello? Well, he's either like laughing really hysterically at a joke, or an alien from Aliens is going to pop out of his stomach. Kind of a bummer that you can't talk to these people. Can't talk to them. Okay, I can talk to these people. It's such a hive of activity that nobody wants to deal with me. Okay. I can't just get another repair kit basic. The one I have reminds me of my mom. Are you telling me to replace my mom? What, you need some stew? The camera turning was a little bit wild when I first opened the game, but you can change it in the settings, so that's good. I don't know. Do you? Nikolai, what the heck are you doing here? Sorry, Tesla. Got some stuff I gotta do. Guy's got like a very excited but also chill expression on his face. I do like this. If you've already talked to somebody, their icon will have a check mark. I think it's nice when a game tells you not to bother, you know, when it's gonna be a repeat. Oh, wait, he still had a thing to say. Nope, never mind. Changed his mind about having anything new to say. Oh, Nikola Tesla gave me 500 crown coin. That's not crypto, is it? You don't get storms in spring. What are you talking about? Sage is saying weird stuff like it rains in the spring. I'm not interested in anything you have to say. All I care about is this chair. Okay, it looks like each person's gonna have their own elemental affinity. Now you're making us fetch something already? It's not necessarily a good or a bad thing, but it does always give me a somewhat ominous feeling when a indie RPG starts off with a fetch quest. They've said it twice now. I can tell you I have never heard anyone in real life call anyone the Fred. Not even Mr. Rogers. No. Oh shit, I got leadership points for listening for a little bit. It takes a great leader to know when to not talk. Yeah, I showed some initiative there. Can I get some more leadership points? Hold on, that's the Valiant. They said it wasn't the Valiant in the opening cutscene, right? They were like, that's not the Valiant, but then that looks like the Valiant. Well, maybe it's a new ship that they call the Valiant. I don't know. Yeah, flying time. This track does kind of remind me of PS2 RPGs. Kind of a nostalgic feeling right now. Oh, hell yeah, I can shoot treasure chests. Most games don't let me do that. Weapons live. The part of this training test is destroying everything, right? I'm not sure what these things are, but you know I'm gonna fucking collect them. Got the cool gyroscopic gear. Hell yeah.
Listen up, team.
Okay, enemies declare their actions at the beginning of each turn. That's nice. Okay, let's just try basic attacks first. Oh, it shows me how likely it is that I'll hit them. That's nice.
Areas, freeze their bow.
That's pretty cool. Now we'll go after the frostbitten. Oh, are you kidding me?
Away.
The idea of healing yourself, basically repairing yourself while you're flying in the air. Got a very like Barnstormer energy. I'd love to see them like hop out on the wing to do it. So combat is mostly snappy, except that there's that little pause right there in between rounds. I hope they can speed that up a bit. Yeah, it doesn't say what our HP is, so this might be one of those games where HP refills between battles. I guess we'll find that out when we fight another group of guys. Yeah, so party members go back to 100% HP between battles, it looks like. So that's pretty friendly to the player. Man, they are just wrecking us.
This is the plan. Windwalker here.
Oh, okay, good. I can change it. I think they should make that clear that you can, that if you go back to somebody who's already picked, if you hit the A button, you can change what they do. Oh, he's doing a barrel roll! Okay, that saved his bacon.
Windwalker here. This is the plan. Confirmed.
The plan is I keep running away. You should get the barf status effect if you keep doing this. Yeah. Okay, I got an art point in my last battle, so I now have a new attack. Heat rounds and light rounds. Oh, I can heal with bullets, I guess. So, they had me assemble my squad. So why is it just 2 of us? I got like, weren't there like 5 people in the whole squad? Why is it just the 2 of us?
This is the plan.
Yeah, constantly healing you and having your arts points be reset on battles, I guess. I like that because it incentivizes you to use your skills in regular battles, which is always nice. It makes regular battles less boring.
This is firepower.
This is not firepower. Yeah, we were off doing some other cool stuff elsewhere. Okay, now we got our 4. And we're gonna fight Grandma. The big Grandma boss fight. Okay, you're too into it.
This is firepower.
Heat 1.
Burn, baby, burn.
Heat 2. Never mind.
This is the plan.
You know, it's occurring to me that they're talking in battle when they did not talk in the opening cutscene. Also, he kind of sounds a little like the guy from Hi-Fi Rush. We are just unloading on this poor lady. Congratulations, you beat a senior citizen. They made it sound like he said it. Pass, obviously. Oh no, my partner is a ghost or a hologram. She was dead the whole time. You know how your dad was. He loved to die. He loved dying. I think your mom is a Pokemon trainer. Huh? Someone opened the door and closed it. That's your reward. Gotta get some stew. Okay, I won't. I'm just gonna go with... I'm just gonna bring the stew with me. A graveyard in the sky, oh. That's where you go when you die, oh. Is that an old-timey prospector at the graveyard? There's graves in those hills. Mr. Memento? Ah, don't trust him. Don't believe his lies. I would not keep my family's remains in my basement, personally. The lack of shadows in the game is kind of odd. Like, there's not even shadows for the characters. Like, it's not literally full bright, but it gives that impression when there's so few shadows going on. Ah, treasure at the graveyard. That's my band name. How dare you take that? Oh. I'm such a moron. I looked at that thinking, is that a phone number? Of course it's the years. Why do people watch me? This kind of view personally would terrify me, but I guess if this is all you know, then it would be a nice view. I would not stand that close to the edge, personally. Oh, it would suck if you had vertigo in this setting. It's kind of cold. I'll eat the stew in my room with my repair kit basic. It's a space station. Oh. Damn, rip Bert. Ah, shit. You had me going the wrong way. The time needle? What is that? What is a time needle? Woo! I'm here to pick up my son. He's late for school. We've got kind of an Evangelion council here. Oh no, Galaxians! I loved that game when I was a kid. A Boreas at this time of year in our war room? Son, can you stop making those noises? We're having a serious talk. Bling! Bling! When your father... Glenn? Bling! Oh, Oh shit, I can play as Agnes briefly. She has much more HP. She will not be a playable character for very long.
We all have a dark side.
Yeah. Moms are tough. That's what Final Fantasy 13 taught me. Whoa, oh boy, that's not good.
This is the plan.
The plan is... the plan is... what was what Tom Cruise from The Mummy? The plan is... All right. Mom and son teaming up.
This will shock you.
Disappointing my mother. Down they go. Well, she's level 19. She's not, she could come back to the party at some point, but I'm pretty sure she's going to be leaving the party very soon. So far, it's all been story battles or, like, progression necessary battles. I'm wondering, you know, if there will ever be any random encounters. Mom, your ship's kind of stuttering a little bit. You okay? Up, up. There we go. Mom! But Mom, why did you miss him? But Mom!
Areas, freeze their foe.
We all have a dark side.
You're gonna see Mom's dark side if you keep missing, son. Yeah, now that is the damage. Your ship keeps stopping and starting. All right. Music's serious. This is boss time. Oh, look at this guy.
Let's go.
Right down one. Oh, really? Okay, now they're down.
This will shock you.
And now you should be down. Yeah. Holy cow. That was so much damage.
Listen up.
Are you sure about that? I mean, I feel like we will defeat him. He looks like he's in bad shape. Man, we would have gotten him. Come on. Uh-huh. Or I'll turn into a pillar of salt. Somehow you could turn around on a dime like that? Well, whatever. It didn't explode. She might be okay. Oh boy, he's got a new nightmare. Yay! His nightmare has a brother now. Oh, there's so many collectibles. It's like a 3D platformer. I'll kill him after I get these jiggies. So this cereal, is it grained or... Oh, they have just like the king's recliner. What I would do for these villagers that you cannot talk to is what some games do is they will have a little like radiant dialogue going on where like a speech bubble will appear over their heads or something to let you know that like, you know, you can't talk to them, but you can get some like eavesdrop into what they're saying. That's what I would do for all of these guys that are just kind of like standing around talking to each other. You look like a fine adventurer. Care to help me stock up on meat for my shop? It's a simple job. What you just sent me. Hey, by the way, before you go, where is it? Okay, so you can have items that prevent you from getting damaged by certain elements. That could be certainly useful for some bosses. It's kind of like the they have items like that in the Shin Megami Tensei series. Especially 5 has them. Oh, those are expensive. Never mind. Everyone's just really mopey looking. You're not carrying anything. Are you carrying it in your stomach? You're not even looking at them. They should turn to face them at least. You look just like Ren's mom. And what? So do you. What the hell? Ah, another repair kit basic.
Adhesive medical strips.
Okay. Okay. I like the wood base of your ship. That's fun. Not gonna last very long if it gets shot at, but still pretty cool. Okay. Lizard Hawks. Is that an 80s cartoon? It's interesting how Glenn is kind of like the weakest member of the party, even though he's the leader. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think there's like interesting thematic stuff you could do with that.
Roger.
I am starting to get a little fatigued at how long battles are taking in this game, because even a 4-on-4, it feels a little lengthy without any kind of multi-target attacks.
Give me your power.
And also because every special attack, well, every attack in general has a little cutscene, you know, that also draws things out of it. Oh, I can speed it up. Okay, I can speed it up with the right analog stick. That is good to know. Yeah, this goes a lot faster with it on. That helps a lot. All right, they're okay. Well, certainly the Fred couldn't be taken down so easily. Campfire scene, those are always... you gotta have them in your JRPG for sure. I shouldn't laugh, but it's just... sob. I wish we had seen that from this perspective, so Glenn would look like a psychopath, just like smiling at her crying. Dad must be worried sick. And that shorts are comfy and easy to wear. Oof. Oof! Oh shit, raccoons are coming. Help the old order or not do anything.
Roger.
Oh shit, she's helping us. Oh shit, I didn't even realize I wasn't paying attention. Hell yeah. Okay, so the way that speed up works is you use up and down on the right analog stick to change the speed. That needs to have a UI indication on screen for sure. Let's see how fast we can speed up the combat. Well, that's pretty fast. One thing that I would think would be interesting for your unused party member, like when they're on the bench, would be if they could, like, occasionally, like, there's a percentage chance that they could do, like, an assist attack. So it wouldn't happen all the time. But, like, on a rare occasion, they might, like, suddenly show up and do an attack. That is something that they do in the Trails series.
Windwalker here.
Oh, I got a new thing, a cryo beam. Let's see this attack. Ooh, yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it. Ooh, Arius fire, huh? Okay, that probably did pretty good, but I couldn't see the damage numbers. No matter how many times I level up, it always looks like we're on the cusp of leveling up. It's kind of odd. All right, let's fight these Captain Harlocks. Ooh, literally some Captain Harlocks going on here a little bit. You best be believing you're in Skies of Arcadia tributes. You're in one. Okay, so we've got a multi-target ship. I do like that. Let's go focus on the engine. That seems like a good place to start. So the cutscenes are different for a boss, and I do like that.
Roger. Arius.
I wonder if you can be burning and cold at the same time, like frostbite. I mean, like literal frostbite. Ah. Guess I won't find out this turn.
Arius, freeze their blow.
Well, their engine is down, but that doesn't seem to have stopped them from fighting us. Kind of thought if we destroyed the engine, it would end the fight prematurely, but I guess not. You can just continue to fly without an engine. It's fine. It has yet to be explained to me what this neutral, like, advantage bar really means in terms of, like, accuracy or a turn order or anything. See, now I'm at a disadvantage, and I don't really know. I'd have to go back over to the footage to see if it's really affected my accuracy that much. I think it's affected it a little bit. Even defeating the pirate captain has not ended the fight. So, again, I think it's interesting. I feel like there could be at least some sort of visual indicator that something about the battle has changed if you defeat certain people of the ship first. All right, and we're done. No special death animation for the boss either, so, Oh, you weren't even the captain, huh? Fabio? Fabio's here. That's actually not a great thing anymore. Fabio told me you would come. He also told me a lot of other concerning things. They might go after our food in our backyard and our dumpsters. Again, dissonance between the character portraits on the bottom and this guy's just dumb smiling face in the center. you doing a little one-man play back here? Yay, the Gates of Oblivion! You can tell us more about the Gates of Oblivion later on. Oh my gosh, you're blowing him back with all your tails. He's just like, oh gosh, your breath, ah. Anyway, I feel like that's probably a good place to stop and collect my thoughts a little bit. So now that I've played it, I think that it's fair to say that Sky Oceans is simultaneously enjoyable and also a little bit underbaked. There's nothing about it that is outright bad, but it definitely has a lower budget than you would expect for a grand sweeping sky fantasy. A lot of NPCs in towns don't interact with you, there's no real houses to enter other than your own, side quests are extremely limited, and there's a real lack of voice acting in places where you'd expect to see it, like those auto-playing cutscenes. There's vague hints of world building here and there, but there's not nearly enough of it, and this results in a lack of flavor or personality to really make the setting feel alive. The combat is perfectly fine, especially after learning I could access Turbo, although through the first 3 chapters I have not felt a whole lot of synergy between party members. Like, yeah, you can use the wind ability to speed up a party member, but I have yet to experience any encounter where I've needed to do that. Encounters also seem to bunch together, which can be a little annoying. I think that especially in chapters 2 and 3, they could be spaced out a bit more to allow me to explore for treasure in between fights. The game has a lot of amenities for casual players, like full heals after battle, automatic skill unlock, and thankfully, no timed hits. I never thought I'd say it's nice to see an indie RPG without timed hits, but thank goodness! The battle difficulty is fairly balanced, hitting you just hard enough to keep evasion and heals in play, and refreshing your mana enough to keep from entering an endless basic attack loop. Flying around in your ship is neat, and having field abilities is pretty nice, although these segments feel a bit disconnected in a way. It might have been neat to have some treasure require you to get out of your ship or to solve a puzzle or something. The layout of the areas, though, so far, has reminded me a bit of Final Fantasy XIII, with just a couple of very occasional side paths for a chest or scrap metal. There are times when it feels natural to fly, and times when it feels awkward. The game offers a simulation mode for flight control, and I have not tried that yet because, for the most part, I didn't have any trouble. But if you have trouble yourself, it might be worth looking into. As for the story and characters, the story is interesting enough to keep me motivated to play further, but I don't have a great grasp on the characters yet beyond Glenn, Theo, and Mira. To this point in the story, the others haven't quite stood out or had any super definable traits. That's something where a party chat option could come in handy, so if the developers are listening, you might want to add some kind of party chat or skit functionality like the Tales games have, so I can see why these guys are friends and how they generally interact with each other, etc. Speaking of omissions, I mention it in the gameplay footage, but there could be a bit more explanation of certain features. They should at least have a fast-forward icon of some kind when turbo is applied, and I never really figured out the differences between advantage, neutral, and disadvantage. I didn't really see a guide in the game beyond the occasional tutorial prompt, but maybe I missed it. The game's visual style is a mixed bag. The character designs are fine and the areas are vibrant, but the lack of shadows and dynamic lighting really sticks out to me. It goes a bit past retro, and it's definitely at odds with the performance on PC, which is kinda rough. A game with this art style that struggles to maintain 60 frames per second on higher settings is going to frustrate people, so they should really focus on optimization as they patch and update the game. I like the comic-style panels that show up during certain cutscenes, and it's definitely stylish in battle, although I'd maybe have a couple of alternating cutscenes for attacks to break up the visual repetition. It is a little odd that the character models just have this default grin the entire time, because it can result in some unintentionally funny moments during serious story beats. So, 3 questions to answer. Number 1, will I continue playing it? Yeah, it's fine enough, and I do want to see where the story goes. Number 2, does the Skies of Arcadia comparison hurt it? Yes, because one is a lower budget indie RPG by a small team, and Arcadia was a big budget RPG for Sega's flagship console. I think that people in general should not expect these smaller indie teams to be able to match the kind of depth and detail that giant studios can pull off, no matter what the era. But I know that first impressions are everything, and a lot of people will see the comparison, play the first hour, and probably make up their mind one way or the other. Which leads to question 3. Do I recommend it? I think that if the developers can address some of the criticisms players have, not just my own, then I think it could be worth looking into, but it's a little hard to recommend at launch in a month where Ys X, Metaphor, and Romancing Saga 2 are coming out, because while it's absolutely unfair, those are big budget RPGs, and they are likely to have a lot more of the kind of additional touches and textures that a game like Sky Oceans just can't provide, so you might want to wait a bit and see how the developers continue to tweak the game. Thanks for watching this video. I've got a massive video about UFO 50 coming out on Tuesday, so look forward to that. As for the next indie lookie, I'll be looking at Enshrouded next week, and Beloved Rapture after that. If you'd like to see these videos early before they arrive on YouTube, head to my Patreon and donate $1. Otherwise, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll keep making videos until I lose my shirt. Until then, you'll find me in another castle.